I want to take you on a tour. I want to compare Bitcoin and HEX, analyzing them distinctly and comparatively, and I want to see if there really is an embedded fractal that both of them share. Notice here we have a few outlines in HEX. We have an initial pump, denoted by the blue, a dump, denoted by purple, and then a period right before the serious volume comes in the red. Notice all throughout this period, excluding the end, volume is fairly anemic compared to what we see today. This is an early Bitcoin chart from its infancy. Notice we have a similar pump initially in blue, a dump in purple, and then a small period before the serious volume in red. Notice how Bitcoin's volume increased dramatically. And ended with a large movement in price. It's roughly 600, maybe 700%. HEX saw a similar move. This move here is around 1,000%, somewhat similar to the Bitcoin move. And now we are experiencing a correction. The current correction, peak to peak, is 54%. Bitcoin experienced some very large wicks that may interfere with measurements, but we can check them anyway. Yes, wick to wick was 71%. If we tone it down just a little bit, we come to a more reasonable 54%. That seems very similar to the retracement that we're currently seeing in HEX. Notice how volumes are similar. A peak in the beginning of the bubble for Bitcoin, a peak in the middle after the dump, and then a subsequent drawdown of volume that did not soon recover. Looks very similar to what we are experiencing today. Interesting. Could this second move in Bitcoin represent a FOMO in HEX to 1 penny? Well, it's hard to say what HEX will do. It's hard to say if the fractals really do align. I think we can agree, though. HEX has not seen madness yet. It has not seen mania. It has really been pumped and held by a very small amount of people. Could this be what we'll see in the future with HEX? What we're experiencing today, just a small hump in the road compared to what's really coming. The distance, comparatively, from a fractal perspective, is around 100x from current levels. Could we really see 30-cent HEX this year? I'm very, very skeptical of seeing gains like that, but if the fractal really does compare, 30-cent HEX is not far-fetched. If the fractal replays. Whether it does or not is yet to be seen.